Need help getting rid of that pesky Shrowd infestation? Well, you're in the right place. Hi there, I'm Raincow, and I'm Canadian, eh? Hi, I'm Rain, and today I'm going to be helping you slay the giant Umbral crow, known as Shrowd. Before we jump straight into slaying, here are some things to know that might be able to help you take down that mighty crow. Shrowd is an Umbral behemoth, so much like Batcat, he really doesn't like the light. If you see any of Shroud's Umbral sauce, don't touch it, because much like the cheese touch, can only be gotten rid of by hitting the behemoth. Shrowd likes to Aether Charge a lot, and I mean a lot, so try and bring some Aether Hunter with you. Shrowd is a lot like Shrike and Scrave. He's a bird. And his attacks are fairly the same, so if you're good at those behemoths, you should be pretty fine with this fight too. Shrowd is a very mischievous Umbral bird with many tricks up his wing, so why don't we go through the list and help you start slaying some Shrouds. Pretending to be a dummy thick baseball player, Shrowd will bring its arms up and pitch its Umbral goo at you. Don't go swimming in these Umbral pools, as they will give you a corruption debuff, draining your Slayer's health and slowing your movement. You can get rid of this debuff by hitting Shrowd, its clone, its Umbral orb, or just by dying. Slamming the ground like it's having a raging Umbral tantrum, Shrowd will slam the ground. Like, seriously, who wrote this script? When Shrowd does this attack, Umbral will appear on the ground. Shrowd has two versions of this attack, a fast attack and a slow version. Whichever one you get will depend on how angry the Shrowd is. Did you like that last attack? Well, you're in luck, because there's another. Still crying over its spilt milk, Shrowd will fly into the air, slamming down on any Slayers. If I were you, I would recommend learning the timing of this attack, as it tends to do this a lot. Raising its arm, Shrowd will backhand any Slayers surrounding its legs. This attack is very simple to dodge, but with that being said, you should keep your eyes open when snatching them toes. Swinging its arms and dancing like an Umbral ballerina, Shrowd will bring us the Claw Swipe. Shrowd will claw at any Slayers in harm's way up to 4 times before whirling out in a graceful ballerina spin. Shrowd will sometimes jump into this attack earlier if he's not able to hit any Slayers while claw swiping. Swiping at Slayers in Narnia, Shrowd will pull back its arm and let out a fast swing, knocking down any Slayers. This attack has a large amount of range, so be ready to dodge when you see this attack. Leaping like a giant Umbral frog, Shrowd will jump away from the crowd as an attempt to reposition itself. Stay away from Shrowd when he's doing this, as he will slam on the ground. Much like Scrave and Shrike, Shrowd will jump backwards, sending out a shadow clone coming your way. This can be avoided by dodging through or running around the clone. Speaking of clones, once Aether Charge, Shrowd is now able to activate his ninjutsu and summon shadow clones. This clone uses attacks at different times in Shrowd to try and throw you off. Luckily this clone is pretty weak, so if you can, try and destroy it. Once enraged, Shrowd will go God mode and create an Umbral dome around any Slayers. This dome limits your vision and muffles any sounds. Once this dome is formed, try and find and sit near the Aether vent, as Shrowd will appear nearby. When locating Shrowd, keep a lookout for any pink glowing eyes, and listen for the muffled sounds. Shrowd can luckily be booped out of this dome, causing him to fall to the ground, making the dome disappear. Want a ball to play with? Here's one. While Aether Charge, Shrowd will send out an Umbral glowing orb. If you ever hear this sound, try and find the orb and destroy it. This orb is actually a bomb. If not destroyed in time, the orb will explode, causing a giant Umbral dome to appear. This dome causes Slayers to drop to 1 health, so I would try and destroy it. Hey you, did you lose your shot again?
Girl, bye!
Look near any Umbral pools by the Aether vent. Shrowd loves to hide in these. but be careful as Shrowd will pop up, swinging its arms.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So be prepared to dodge. Well, with any good story, there comes an end. And with that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope this guide can help you get rid of your pesky crow infestation. As always, thank you for watching. Want to pretend you're a nice Canadian? Hit the subscribe button. Anyways, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope to see y'all laters. Peace.